What girl's taking a picture? You had a boner from her. Hey, bro, chill, bro. Mute your mic, bro. Just mute your mic.
Determination, laser focus.
Change. Man, don't go to sleep, bro. But just stay up, bro. The quarantine has changed parts.
Financial field. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's see what we can do. That's tough.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
We got that receiver though. I believe he got some speed. Oh, he was the one that got around a little bit. Just straight.
Ready? Get them right. Mark 57. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Let's see what he got with Lamar.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
That's tough.
From the gun, Jackson got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now it's Jackson on the move to his left. Jackson
That's
hit,
tough, bro.
and he
That's
lost
tough.
the football. And it's
Hey, bro, I know he
picked up
tried
by
to do that.
Eagles.
That's tough. It's play time.
And they can't bring him down.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5.
It's so dumb.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Secure. That's so dumb. Madden gotta fix that next year.
They'll run with
QB
Lindsay.
not fumble like that. Trust me.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets
Really.
him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in. They couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
You said who?
Here's Hyde, 3rd and goal.
No block.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
You just got to stop.
This is fielded at the goal line.
And that's a touchdown.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
What we gonna get going double?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though,
Trey who?
when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
What's it called this year?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the toss, here's Michelle.
Whoa.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
That's what he looks to be. Probably one of his best players in here.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And an alley to run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Jackson on first down.
Oh, my God.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
JJ.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Michelle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 99. Check 92. Check cover. 22. Check cover. That's it. Hey, check 24.
On second down now, Michelle, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. Panther football to start quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
It's finna run, bro. Niggas finna run with Lamar. It's 3-9, bro. It's 3-9. Me. Yeah, bro, run time with Lamar.
Mike 57. Here we go. Deep. All day. Defense. All day.
Play action.
It's
Jackson rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
It's an inch, bro. I don't want to line up in a fucking goal line to get. Okay.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. This time Jackson will throw it. And his pass incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
A give to Michelle running right. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Jackson.
Wow.
Steps away to his left.
What? And they don't give him that. They go give him that.
Panthers.
Oh
Brandon Cooks
they go give him that,
there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Well, I know you can't stop.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
2 clock, basically.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On second down, it's Lindsey.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Go.
Go.
Check three. Check.
I got fails.
Slam.
Be like Wilson.
Hey, check. Out. Go.
On first down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Does he know that? I think he knows.
On first and 10, Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Hey, 31. Joker. Hey, no timeout.
After the sack on first down, Watson being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
I'm going to take my time.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. From the 29, Watson, incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
What's your problem, bro? Yeah, issues.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. Lucky.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's caught. It's Miller.
The crazy thing is that was the worst
And he'll get it
pass
down this time to the 17.
he threw it.
Kill, kill, kill. Watch the safety creep.
I don't know what this is.
From the gun on third, Watson.
I feel like I had
Time
a
to
read.
his
He's gonna
left.
make it.
He can run for it, and he will. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Watson now to throw, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little
Offense
time
so
left
weird.
on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown
Marty
there.
looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And then roll out the pocket with Lamar. And then,
And
I
this
don't
will
know,
be
he
a
hasn't
touchback as that
dotted it
sails
yet.
over the end line.
He gonna throw something. He gonna throw something bad. He gonna throw something.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin
one's
their
definitely
next
wrong.
drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in
Yeah,
this
that-
spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably
Yes,
would
sir.
want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going
you
into
trying
the
to get through, you
half.
trying to get
That's
through.
not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
I knew he was gonna play it for some reason.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot, hot.
I'm not gonna
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey.
slide, man.
And some room to roam now. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Eagles will use the second of their
I don't
timeouts
think he ready for this.
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
We want it. Come to my world. Go. Find the mic. Find the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want it. Hey, 31. You don't want to see me. You don't want it. My phone.
Here's Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
It's a set. Come on, fellas.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And the kick by Elliott is good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Bro, what the fuck?
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Timmy Jernigan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now Watson, flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21.
Look at this game.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Forced out to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 3rd down, Jackson to Michelle on the screen. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Gerald McCoy. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
Oh, looks like it. Never mind.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Hey, 59. Check Michael Adams. Hustle. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this one to Boyd. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
What does he have? That's universal coverage.
Hey, check 59.
Let's see what that
Time to
is.
go, night. Check 3. Alert.
On first down, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He chilling. I don't think he want to win for real.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series.
Controller.
That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
You gotta see it.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
You tighten.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, 31. Watch the twist. Check 43. Say.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right.
My controller is broken.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yes. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off by Darquez Denard. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold them to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And Josh Hill has it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
42.
On first down, Michelle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Take over. He'll take off with Lamar. If he fumble, next game.
All day, every day, any day. 57.
What is he doing?
Throwing on second down. Jackson dancing to his left. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Just to feel better. Oh, my.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, what's that, man? That's the running back.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Jackson. That one complete to Anderson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 22, Watson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Check 50, check 50.
Operating from the gun, Watson. He's got his man, Boyd. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
No, I feel like I'm losing. That is weird, man.
Motion, check. Shift.
Here's Watson, operating from the gun. He completes it to Boyd. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Watson. And that's off the mark.
Look at this.
Darquez Denard there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Under 10.
What? Let's see what Tyler Boyd got.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Steps away to his
Look at
left.
Watson.
He may try to run for this. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
Alert! Check Michael Allen. Now watch run.
Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. This is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
I'm getting off.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could.
Lindsey going to try and run it in. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
I mean, if you couldn't score. Oh, God.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
You ready to get fucked.
They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 3. Steps away, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Easy, bro. I wasn't supposed to score like, I don't know how many.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's second down.
Hopefully he don't think he get it again. Please don't tell me they even have it again. Please don't tell me.
To throw is Jackson. Gonna throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This is really almost dead.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Jackson on first down. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But
Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Carolina. Brandon Cooks. 81 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
See him, bro. He trolling, bro. James.